Hi,
Welcome.
welcome. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be asking David 20 questions that I determined predetermined, and he doesn't he doesn't know what the questions are. He's never seen them. And before this video, we said, oh, we wish it was a live video so that we won't have to edit anything. So we're like,
so that people will know that we really didn't.
Yes, we really didn't like edit it and say pause. We can't give that answer. So we said that we made a pinky promise, pinky swear, that we're not going to edit the video. We're just going to drop it as it is.
Hot.
So yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number one. How are you feeling? Yes, you didn't expect it.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good actually. I feel, if it's specifically in the area of our marriage, I feel very happy and fulfilled. I think that would succinctly describe how I feel.
Oyinbo
Now, Pastor Peter, they use that word.
Succinctly. Pastor Peter uses a lot of English. All right. What are the two biggest lessons you've learned from your previous relationships?
My previous relationships.
Yes.
Number one, be ready before you go into a relationship. And ready in the sense that I think, well, for me personally, the lesson was be sure you're ready for a relationship before you get to a relationship. Be sure that the relationship is leading to marriage before you bother trying to, move in a direction. That's one. And number two is a relationship is not a marriage. So there are two different things. Different in the sense that in a relationship, there are things you should be devoted and all of that, but it definitely can be as deep as when you're married, right? Now, that doesn't mean you want to hold back. It just means that you want to be smart about the fact that this is a relationship. It should be heading somewhere. One. Two is that we should be actively moving in the same direction as opposed to one person moving or something like that. I hope that answers the question.
Any answer answers the question.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you. What is the biggest lesson you've learned from this relationship? No, actually, from me.
From you?
Yes.
The biggest lesson I've learned from you. Okay, so I've learned many lessons. It's hard to.
When people start like that, there's no lesson. You're like,
no.
I've learned many things.
Stop lying.
I'm joking.
I'm trying to like categorize them.
Right.
So if for example, in terms of behavior, there are different lessons I've learned. In terms of conduct, work, there are different lessons I've learned. So, but for the biggest lesson, I think it'll be intentionality. So I'm very spontaneous. I'm very, all right, this is it, let's do it. This is it, let's do it. And Boro is usually more plan, think about it, work on it, ask. I'm just like, can we just go ahead and do this thing of a thing? So I've learned to be more intentional, to be more calculated, to be more predictive as opposed to spontaneous, to prepare more basically. Yeah, I think that would be one of the biggest lessons I've learned from you.
All right. Biggest lesson. You've not learned from me how to love other people, how to be caring and generous. That's not me. Hey, God. All right.
No, but I've learned those two now. But you said the biggest.
No, do you know why?
Did you say I should learn every? Did you say I should say every lesson?
No, do you know why I'm like, how is that the biggest? Because you criticize it. You're like, oh, don't always be so this. try and be this, try and be spontaneous.
Yeah, no, but it's
so
because
I'm like, how is that the biggest?
Yes, that should let you know that it's actually the biggest. Is there any other thing that we have those kind of conversations about?
I don't get it.
Like, is there anything that I, in quotes, in your words, criticize you over like that? Do you get it? It's because it's alien to me, so it's something I have to learn. As opposed to, it's not like moral.
So that's the hardest thing you've had to learn, not the biggest.
So how do we qualify biggest?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't think it's hard. I just think it's like, in terms of, because I had to realize it and start to adjust it. So it was big for me. So that's why it's the biggest. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Next, who do you wish we lived closer to?
Who do I wish we lived closer to? Who do I wish we lived closer to? As in anybody at all?
Yeah, in the world.
Who do I wish we lived closer to? Hey! This one is hard though. Okay, so first of all, one of the people I wish we live closer to, we live close to them already. So the second set to be the ones that I wish we live closer to. Okay, and Joshua.
Oh, you're cute. Alright. What is a consistent compliment that you have received throughout your life?
Consistent compliment that I received throughout my life.
Yes. Your 20-something years life.
27. Throughout.
Yes, like from when you were a child. Yeah.
It will be, you're very responsible.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
You are a responsible person. You're a responsible person. So I agree.
Although this reminds me of one day.
Uh-huh.
I think it was in just 2 or 3. I was assistant dining hall prefect, right? And then something happened. It was math teacher, sorry. So we serve tea in pots, right? And then the butter is usually on the cover of the pot. So they cover the pot in the opposite direction as opposed to the...
Yeah.
So they put the butter on top, and then I was giving it to a teacher. And I think as I was giving him, it tumbled. And then the butter came in, and it was just a mess. And then next thing he said was, Rotimi, you are very irresponsible. Hey!
You shattered your world.
I wanted to faint.
What? Is this what it feels like to be irresponsible?
First of all, I didn't even know how that escalated to I'm very irresponsible, but...
No, he didn't have the right words. He wanted to say you are very, what's that thing? Clumsy.
Ah, man, he messed me up really bad. And also because, like, another thing is he used my surname.
So you went back home.
It felt like I embarrassed my family, my father, after they've told me, go remember the son of who you are. I was devastated. Oh my god. That's like, till today, I don't know why I can't forget it. But yeah, that's how...
I think it just shows like the role of teachers and adults in children's lives and how one word can follow a child.
Yeah, thankfully I didn't have low self-esteem, so
thankfully.
I did not dive deep into depression.
Right.
Thank God.
All right. What is one thing you wish I did differently as a wife?
Come on. One thing I wished you did differently.
Yes.
That means you are doing it in a particular way, but I want you to do it in a different way.
Yes.
I have to choose wisely because I want this answer to count. So I have 2 things, but
okay, you can say 2 things.
I can say 2 things. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Number 1, our sex. I want you to just say, David, how are you feeling today? I'm like, I'm fine. Do you want anything nice? I'm like,
these words, I'm noticing them, so this is the word I use every time. Do you want anything nice?
I'm like, yeah, like what? Like, and then he just touched me in somewhere, inspirational. And I'm like, oh yes, I want something nice. 1, 2, I think it will be, okay, so that is like, instead of me asking, you
initiating more often.
Yeah. So okay. Then the second thing will be if we have like, if you have a conversation and I say, I want us to do this, right? Instead of you to say, like for example, if you're trying to make me do something, right? Instead of saying, let's do this, say, especially when it's opposing to what I say, say something like, have you thought of doing this? What do you think about doing this? Right? So what that does is, it doesn't make it look like an instruction. It makes it look like we arrived at the conclusion together. Do you understand? Yeah, like a suggestion. And then, because eventually it's still a suggestion, even what you said, it's the way it's couched, it makes it look like, so like if you observe when I'm talking many times,
you say it as like,
yeah,
lead on this. So have you thought about this?
Yeah. So yeah, it also makes people feel responsible for their decisions, as opposed to being directed and telling them this is what you should do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
got it. So you want me to talk to you like a colleague, like how I would talk to a colleague, but not sleep with you like a colleague.
Sleep with you like a colleague. Or what does that even mean? You sleep with me like a husband. I don't even understand what it means to sleep with me like a
I don't as well. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that feedback.
Yeah, well.
What is one thing you wish I did differently as a mother?
As a mother?
Yeah, I already know the answer.
What's the answer?
Is you I'm asking.
As a mother, what do I wish you did differently? I think it will be trust me more.
Pass that one.
All right.
If you pass them.
Trust me more, because sometimes it feels like you know everything, and anything I suggest does just not make sense. And yeah, but yeah, just trust me more. Believe that. Okay, he knows what he's doing. He's Coco, the father of the child. One day I will not be there. He'll be taking care of you.
Why won't I be there?
You go to work. You go somewhere. I'll take him out. He will not be there with us now.
Because when people say one day I will not be there, it's like
no, like I mean, circumstances will come where you will not be in the picture.
All right.
Not in the picture. You'll not be in the moment.
All right.
In the moment.
All right.
So yeah.
If I die, this video is going to.
God, please, that's not what I mean, Lord.
All right. Describe yourself in 3 words. I hope this is actually recording because we don't want to cut it. So, do you want to go and check if it's recording?
All right. Okay, it is. Before I hear stories.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
In 3 words, I would say purposeful, because I like to think about everything in the grand scheme of my purpose in life, which is to know Christ and to make Him known. Spontaneous. Is it spontaneous or spontaneous?
Neos, because it has
spontaneous. Because it's not very difficult for me to make a decision. I don't like to overthink things. Once I know that this is what I need to do, I just move on. And number 3, I would say resilience.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say resilience, because I hardly easily give up. I hardly easily just like throw in the towel and be like, it's not working, let's just leave it. I'm usually more like, let's try it again.
Yeah, like how we're learning to swim. I started learning to swim before David. Everyone was like, you're seriously getting the legs, you're getting the hand. Come on, Boro, just take off the floater. I'm like, chill, guys. Then David jumps into the pool. First of all, he jumps into the deep end of the pool, like as far like.
By the way, I almost died because I did not know that water was like that.
Everybody was like, the trainer. Everybody's like, no, David, come to the other end. Then we'll walk our way. He was like, no, let me jump in the deep end.
But
David is like, Boro, I capturing this, and David jumps into the deep end of the pool, as in his first introduction into swimming. So like he's been so confident and so like such a go-getter. It's like, let's do it again, and now he can swim. All right, next question.
Praise the Lord.
What is one thing what is one thing you wish you knew how to do?
I would have said swimming, but I know how to swim now.
Hey.
So. One thing I wish I know how to do. I think you'll be writing. I I wish I could write.
I never impart you with graces of right.
I wish I could write really well. I feel like I can speak well. I can play
You can
an
speak
instrument.
really well, but your writing
Yeah,
has
my
gotten
writing
better
is,
by
it
the
used to
way,
be
actually.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could write better. Like write. I wish I could write the way I speak.
Take my writing courses when they come out.
I will.
Thank you. All right, next. If you could afford it at this moment, what do you think you will buy?
Ah.
Your helper may be looking.
I'll buy a house like this. So.
Yeah, we're actually in an Airbnb. We came for like a staycation, so
Yeah.
it's a beautiful.
Yeah, it's a
place.
very nice house.
Yeah, it's a that's
I'll
a good
just buy
purchase.
a house like this. Yeah.
High five. All right. What are 5 things you are grateful for?
5 things I'm grateful for. 1, I'm grateful for salvation, without a shadow of a doubt. 2, I'm grateful for my wife. What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know. But had better be me. And number 3 had better be your son, but continue.
No, I'm grateful for my wife and my family, actually.
Okay, all of us are one.
Yeah.
I'm not enough to be grateful as an item.
Sorry, I'm grateful for my wife
Yeah,
alone.
it's fine. You're grateful for your wife and your family. Continue.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for my wife, actually. It has been a life-changing experience, you know. There's something.
You already know so much about my life.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm grateful for my wife, actually. I really too. Thank you.
No,
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm grateful for my ministry gifts, Pastor Emmanuel Iren at Celebration Church. And my pastor, currently Pastor Maiwa, they have been very instrumental in helping me fulfill purpose. So yes, I'm grateful for those 3. What else am I grateful for?
I know the first thing.
Oh, now you're scaring me because I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I'm grateful for any other thing. Oh my God, I'm grateful for my parents. Yeah, I'm grateful for my parents. They did so much in shaping me to become who I am. Yes. Oh my, yes. I remember during my traditional wedding, I was actually crying because I
You think you're about to cry still?
No, not right now. Because I was just thinking about like all the things they did, how they trained me, how they sacrificed a lot, and their impact is like I cannot even recover from it, to be honest. So yes, I'm grateful for that. One last thing I'm grateful for a great community, actually.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
I'm grateful for a great community. I have amazing family friends. I have staying close 1, staying close 2. I have like amazing friends at church, amazing friends everywhere, and it's amazing, actually. Yeah, so those are the things I'm grateful for.
Your life is good.
My life is good, thank you.
All right. Next is, what signs of aging are you starting to see in yourself?
My stomach is coming out.
Yeah.
My stomach is coming out. Oh God,
It has a pot belly.
It's not a pot belly, yes. It's just protruding.
Okay, it's a pan belly, but it's getting there.
It's not getting there. Me, I've started gymming, you know.
All right. What is your favorite memory of us?
Gula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Gula was a stage play about Olusegun Obasanjo and one guy like this that he helped in the prison and blah blah blah. It was at our culture, and I think that was the point I knew we liked each other. So we went for the stage play. Boro was feeling cold, so I removed my shirt and gave her, and then it was very romantic, actually. We weren't dating that time, we were just friends. And that day, I think my brother he had some school fees. He was supposed to pay his school fees. At the time, I didn't even have enough money. And she was just like, oh, okay, I have 70,000, I can send it to you. And I was like,
that's all my life savings, by the way.
I was just like,
it's just money. Yeah.
That's why I married you. So I can take
but the biggest lesson you learned from me is that I should always be a procrastinating planner.
No,
please.
You misunderstand me. No, that's not what it means. In life, you can't be spontaneous every time.
But if you had to choose only one thing, you already say I'm setting you up. If you had to choose, like, what would you be? Would you be a spontaneous person that's just like, let's do it?
To be honest,
yeah.
To be honest,
yeah.
Both types of people have been successful in life.
Well, if you had to choose, that's the...
So me, if I answer this question, is a completely personal question because I don't think I want to change who I am.
Yeah, the question I asked you was also a personal question. So answer this one. If you had to choose, which one
I would
would you
choose the way I am. I like you.
Exactly. So how is that a big lesson you've learned from you when?
No, because I'm better for it. That's what I'm saying.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm better for it. I'm better for it. please.
All right, next. What do you hope our life would look like in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope you have a house like this. Riri should be 5 and something years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope he's doing well in school. I hope he can memorize. Like, I hope he's already preaching and just dishing out verses. Coming home telling me, Daddy, two of my classmates, I just cast out the
Daddy,
demon
what do you
from
think
them.
about Ephesians chapter 2? I want to know if you know the meaning.
Come on! Project Billy Graham, Project Pasty. Project Pastor Aaron. So yeah, I feel that, and then at the time maybe we'll probably have maybe it will be at the third child.
Hey. Anyway, continue. You're not the womb carrier.
No, but I'm the supporter.
All right. In 5 years' time, you want to have 2 more children.
Yeah, now 2 years space now.
All right. Continue.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I wish we were in our own house without parents. I wish we actually have 2 cars so we can move out separately.
Who told you I'm going to drive?
You're never going to drive.
I will. I'm joking. I can drive, by the way, in case you're thinking of giving me a car.
So yeah. Also, I'm imagining that we have a lot of ministry work set up so well. Like, we're getting people saved. We're doing a lot of ministry work. Like, all the ministry work that we're doing right now, extrapolated to 500 times better. Yeah. So yeah,
and I didn't say 10 times 500 times.
And I hope that we're much more influential for the gospel. And I want people to be able to say, oh yeah, this is an example of a really nice Christian couple. They inspire me, And yeah, I like to be the example. And yeah, pretty much.
Good. All right. Number 15. What is one thing God has done for you that you just can't get over?
One thing that God has done for me that I just can't get over. That's a lot of things, though. But I think the one I can't get over, if I'm being honest, and I don't want to lie, and just it will be
salvation, dear.
No, salvation is
Is what? Standard.
Standard, no.
Okay.
Salvation is standard.
It will be me.
Yes.
Alright, thank you. Would you like me to call you a pet name?
No.
Alright. The next was if yes, which. So no. David is fine.
Yeah, David is fine. I like David.
Alright. How would you like me to express my love to you? I feel like I've answered this, but okay.
Yes. I've said it before.
All
Invite
right.
me more.
Okay.
Bring me in.
All right.
Call me more.
What are 2 things we forgot or omitted to celebrate this year?
2 things we forgot to say.
2 things that you're like, I wish we celebrated that. Like, it just happened and we moved.
Okay, first, I don't even know. I'm not. It probably
you're not that type of
I'm
person.
not that type of person that thinks of things to celebrate. Like, I celebrate every day. Like, I'm driving on the road and I'll be just like, oh God, thank you for this car. I can't imagine what it would have been like when we didn't have it, And I can do that like every 4 or 5 days, But like to one day to just say, I want to do Thanksgiving for, I'm probably not. I'm not that kind of person, so it's not going to cross my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Tell me about your proudest moment of me.
When you gave birth to Riri, I was in the hospital. I was just like this. Hey, Boro. You were pushing. You did not cry. All the people were just like, she's strong. She's doing so well. That last time, if you see, she wanted to scatter this place. But this your wife, she's strong. No, they were talking about someone else. See, your wife is strong. And then she was pushing. They said, don't shout. She did not shout. She I say, you're doing what's about to come out.
When you've been pooping hard poo before, you can do it.
So I was like, I was so proud of you. By the time his head was covered up, I was like, oh my God, he's helping me. I was so proud of you. I was really
Thank
happy.
you.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
And of course, I heard a lot of things. So, like, first, I'm not the kind of person that's usually afraid of all those kind of things, but I was just like, what's it going to be like, you know? And I'm happy that it just came out very nicely.
Thank God. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Finally, number 20. Tell me something you've always wanted to
by the way, I wanted to say, and I did not know you were that strong because every day I just like, David, please help me do this. David, please help me do this. David, I was just like, hey. And I remember when she gave better, immediately after I said, you better don't ever lie to me that you cannot do something in that house because this one that I have done. So I'm using it against her now.
Oh my God. Thank you. Finally, tell me something you've always wanted to tell me about anything, but you just haven't.
One thing I've always wanted to tell you about something, but I just haven't. I think I've told you. Me, I don't like putting things in my chest. Let me think if there's any other one. I've told you before, but let me say it again. Please stop directing me when I'm driving. I can see the road. When I'm driving alone, who is there with me?
My spirit.
Oh my God.
Noted. I'm trying to do better at that actually.
You know you are better actually because at the beginning I'm just like, please, I can see the road. David, can you see that car?
No, it's not that bad. I'm like, David, you're talking as if I'm like, you know how parents are. I'm not a 50-year-old.
Okay.
But I say it in a more chic way.
All
right. So those are my 20 questions to you. I'm glad that you answered them truthfully and honestly. I'm glad that I got a closer glimpse into your heart and into your life. Thank you for answering them honestly. Thank you, guys.
Watch out for me asking Boro's question and asking Boro questions, and it's a wrap.
Like a burrito.
It's a wrap.
Like a Domino.
It's a wrap.
Like Licrae.
It's a wrap.
Like Gamey.
It's a wrap.
Like I am Kokumo.
It's a wrap.
Like your mommy's rapper. Bye.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends, families, loved ones, enemies, and acquaintances. Let them know. Let them catch some fun.
All right. Bye, guys.